Hey, if you're still awake, tonight I want to talk about perfection, not excellence, not discipline. Perfection. It's the thing that convinces us that we're only allowed to rest once everything, and I mean everything, is finally right. I want to share how perfection, or trying to achieve perfection, trying to chase perfection, even now through speaking, it's a very difficult task. When I'm recording this audio to my listeners who are listening, as my voice goes through this microphone, I often repeat myself. I often take the words and scramble them up, jumble them up, and do not pronunciate correctly because I try to achieve a form of perfection. It's very difficult. That was the first example. It is very difficult for me to achieve it because I make mistakes. I'm imperfect trying to reach a form of perfection. And when trying to chase that perfection, I often get nervous. I often get scared. It often feels like I'm going crazy. As I said, as I record this audio, I say it one time, fresh off the dome. Nothing more, nothing less. Because if I try to edit out every little mistake, every blimp, every bump, every word, I will try to appear perfect. But remember, perfection is exhausting. Even now, I feel exhausted trying to achieve perfection through speaking. But here I am, trying to achieve it. I want to talk about one of my goals that I have, which is a perfect physique, a gym body, a body that looks like they care for themselves, a body that looks like they work out. Not now, by any means necessary. By no means necessary, actually. I'm not overweight, out of shape, or badly put together. No. But I'm never content with the body that I have. And I always hated the body that I used to have. Now I walk around my house shirtless, my backyard shirtless, and embrace the sun, embrace the beauty of my body as I work and continue to work hard to build it, to sculpt it, to form it like a piece of art, like a foundation that should never break. But trying to achieve that perfect body, trying to achieve that perfect physique is what's driving me crazy. The lack of sleep, the lack of nutrients, constantly switching up my gym plan, constantly going through my head of what to eat, what not to eat, how much protein intake I should take, how much fiber do I need, how much grain do I need, trying to make the perfect meal every day when I stick with just chicken, rice, vegetables, eggs. It's exhausting because I try to be perfect. I try to look perfect or appear perfect. Or even now, I try to sound perfect. Yet, here I am, talking through a microphone, scrambling my words, not knowing what to say most of the time, but knowing that I want this message to reach someone, anyone, one person, and to let them know that perfection is exhausting. It is. So I ask you, the viewer, not the viewer, the listener, because as you listen to me, as I speak, you can't view me, you can't see me, I could be 100 feet tall. I could be 2 feet tall. I could be big. I could be skinny. I could be white. I could be black. You cannot view me. You can listen to me. So, you, the listener, I ask you a couple of reflection questions. How much pressure do you put on yourself every day to try to achieve perfection? For me, it's immense pressure, almost overbearing at times. But I don't want to stop until I achieve the goal that I want. And what goal is that? Is it the cars? Is it the house? Is it money? I can say that it's definitely money. Is it the house? Maybe not. Maybe the status of having all that money. But the listener, I ask you, when was the last time you felt proud of yourself before reaching the finish line? I would like to say that I felt like I never reached a finish line. I felt like I've always been at the starting line, even now, as I run and I get faster and faster and faster, because I'm a hybrid training person, right? I like to build muscle, but I like to be fast, almost like the Flash or Superman almost. I digress. When I'm running, when I'm in motion, when I'm active, I always start at the starting line and never move to the finish line, because it feels like I'm starting over and over and over again, and nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, can change my heart. That makes me feel like I never am proud of myself. I never am at a certain point where I can say that I arrived at the finish line. And that's the problem with trying to reach perfection. As I sit here, my voice broke. As I sit here in silence with so many silent gaps in between, when was the last time I felt proud of myself before reaching the finish line? But to you, the listener, when was the last time you felt proud of yourself before reaching the finish line? As I sit here in silence, and as you listen between the silence, when have you felt proud of yourself? When have you felt proud of yourself? I understand that this is a new YouTube channel. But one day, as we circle through the different topics, I will read the comments and look at people comments and their commentary, and finally find the answer that I've been looking for through you, the listener, as you sit down and reflect, me, the viewer, me, the speaker, the questions that I ask you. So in the end, perfection is exhausting. But you, the listener, you don't have to try to achieve perfection to earn your rest. You are allowed to rest as you try to achieve a level of perfection.